What is good, friends? Welcome back to another video. This time I got some good action footage to share with you, but before going into that action, I want to share with you our experience so far in Moscow. On 13 days left for this event, and so far we're more than happy with this whole theater of conquest. As you can see right there in the map, we started on the far right there, and the first thing we did was to attack HXK, and don't be confused when you see the in-game footage. In the footage, this alliance is S2H, Server to Hope. They just rebranded their alliance. So what we did is we neutralized, we isolated this alliance right there, and below us is Whacked Grim Reapers. They play with us. They are from server 9. Also with us, Warriors from server 8, same server as us. Then Evo, server 6, I believe. They play against us, so they are in a position where they are completely surrounded. HXK, they built a central command right there, near inside Wolf, and just close to Evo. The reason is they try to slow our progress by activating their friends when we try to attack us. So that's the reason why they build that central command. As you can see, it's glowing red because it's been no, it's completed. So then we have Wolf, who started there. They did the most of the progress because they are the strongest rival in this map, despite their alliance power level. They have a very few members, but most of them are 100 million power and above. And then there's Immortal Rebels, server 7. They also play against us, and they are in this position where they have a patch of claimed land here that will soon disappear, and they finish building inside their safe zone. And finally, we have AGS Argus, server 9, same as Whacked Grim Reapers. They've been struggling at the beginning, but now they're doing good progress. So you cannot see clearly, but I believe right there, this is their border between them and Wolf. So they're doing all right. Now I want to show you. So we are ready to take the Kremlin. It's us and both server 8 and server 9 that are getting are building inside the blockhouse. Okay, so what we did, we went up north. We isolated server 2. We crossed the bridge. We went all the way to the west to support AGS and to reach server 7 and also isolate them. So we went all the way to the west, went down to grab the fort. We also have this fort and also that fort. And we capture both blockhouses. So with the fort in the blockhouse, we get a major advantage against our enemies, which help us quite a lot. And now we're basically burning our way south to slowly eliminate Wolf and server 7. So right there, okay? The footage I will show you is taking place right there, okay? Right in this area, just to so you understand better. What they're doing is they are building this village right there. Oops. And we want to we're contesting this build, and you'll see what happened. It's a 40 minutes long video. There's quite a lot of action, and I will do the voiceover. Some people like it, and the goal here is to describe what I'm doing and what I'm doing and why I'm doing, the reason behind this, so you can learn a few tricks on the battlefield to being more efficient, let's say. So let's dive in the video right there. Let's do this. So this is the area where we're contesting. We're blocking the build. We are clearing the area so more bases can come and destroy the other bases. I arrive first, as you can see right there. I'm waiting for my friends to help me out. So this is HXK. They were formerly known as S2H, sorry. I know I've said it many times, but I will repeat myself, not to sound like a broken record. You really need to work on your Air Force. If you have already 2 or 3 tanks maxed out, consider building up a solid Air Force, at least a fighter and a bomber. The reason being, you see how much plane I'm taking down? Yeah, mine is pretty strong, but that's the idea here. You need only one airplane to do some major damage. Look how fast this plane will melt. And he ran away. Well, this guy is sticking around. He will just disappear right now. There you go. Oh, and this is during combat drill. Yeah, I forgot. Which is amazing. It's the first combat drill. There's 2 combat drills in Moscow, I believe, during this event. So this guy said, nope, I'm retreating. So you see, I'm doing most of my attack with my super heavy, and I'm avoiding is super heavy with my medium, because super heavy counter medium, right?
Commander, our garrison will defend us.
This guy right there, he's not sure if he wants to block or not. Maybe he's away. No issue, I got plenty of friends to help me out. Let's put a tag. More people will come. If you want to burn a base, remember you need to be close, up close. If you're too far away, your artillery won't have time to retreat in time. when the base defense gets activated. I know this is basic stuff, but I understand that maybe some new players are watching this video. If you're new, you will learn a few tricks and a few tactics here. Yeah, the reason I put this tag, move or go block, is to make room so more bases can block the build and burn the enemy. There's a few trucks right there. I don't know why they sent those and they didn't pay attention. I'm gonna take the opportunity to destroy them. I use most of the time my medium. This time I use my heavy as well. A bit more firepower, and since I don't have to travel far away from my base, the heavy tank is good for that type of scenario. Now I'm doing two things at once, which is not easy. I'm chasing that truck right there. I'm sending my fighters.
Commander, our garrison will defend us.
This bomber will not like it. And he's... oh no, he's not retreating. So go back to the base. You see this guy is trying to establish his base, but he doesn't have room. Another truck is coming. I send my bomber as well. Why not? So his friend is gonna help him. So you see my medium will take this rocket truck. Why? Because they're really easy to kill. So get rid of that truck, then my medium is going to engage his medium. I will try to bring my artillery for support. There you go. You have to make sure that you don't go too far away from your base with the artillery, especially in this battle where many units are out there. And if they see you, they will hunt you down. So let's go back to that truck. Oh, my artillery. See, now I'm losing track of my artillery. I will lose my artillery. I don't know why I'm doing that. That's a big failure. Well, it happens. Let's train it back. So what happened is that guy, he sent his truck, so he realized that he was in trouble, so he he teleported away from danger. Now you see my heavy is attacking his light, and my medium will kill his anti-tank gun, or go back to the L. Now light tank and tank hunter, they are easy targets for medium. That's why I'm picking on those first. So picking up your target carefully makes a big difference on the outcome. You will survive a lot longer if you choose the right target. You see how fast I nailed that artillery. Now let's go for that anti-tank gun because it's quite easy to kill. Now there's too much enemy. I'm going back to base and retrain. It's useless to fight till the end. You will lose too much. But this rocket truck, why not? You see how fast he died? So you don't want to miss that occasion. Now super heavy and artillery. Got to be careful.
How lucky you are! How lucky you are!
Give your lives for the great empire. Fire.
How lucky you are!
If you think my heavy is faster, I got Bloody Mary as an officer that gives you 10% more speed, and this heavy tank got a gold plus engine.
Sound begins, I know.
So for a heavy, it's quite fast.
Give your lives for
There is plenty of targets on this battlefield, plenty. And usually I wouldn't attack a super heavy, but since my medium is quite buffed up, I can afford it, let's say. While my fighter planes are doing some good work against those enemy planes.
Our garrison will defend us.
And this guy will burn. That's it. More bays will be able to come.
Commander, our garrison will defend us.
When you block a construction site, you want to go step by step. You don't want to push too much forward, so your friends are always behind you, supporting you. Looky, another truck. Yeah, with all those mines, it's sometimes establishing your base is not easy. I'm gonna go for this truck. Artillery as support. Now our howitzer against super heavy, sure, a good target. By the time the super heavy wants to chase you, you can retreat in time. Just make sure you don't go too far away from your base. Now you see, I have plenty of time to retreat. You won't be able to attack me. I fire back. Now that truck said, nope, bad idea. Yeah, they sent many trucks. Many trucks were hurt during that video.
Commander, our garrison will defend us.
The battlefield is a drill master. Let's rock and roll. Absolutely.
It's too bad I didn't train the rocket truck because I got a pretty good one, and for that scenario, it's awesome. It's the best unit. Yep, my medium is getting attacked. Go back to base.
Our garrison will defend us.
Don't push me.
There's a lot of stuff going on, eh?
Commander, our garrison will defend us.
No, I'm adapting more like a defense position. With the amount of artillery, they have no chance. It's kind of a suicide mission. Plus the bombers. But I have to give them to S2H. In Moscow, they are the single alliance who attempted many attacks. They keep trying. They never give up. And I respect that. I mean, they put some pressure on us. Even if we're a stronger alliance, they don't care. They try everything, which makes this whole theater of conquest amazing.
time to train. Here not to make
it's funny because this whole theater of conquest started not badly, but even before entering Moscow, their leaders sent me a mail stating that they didn't want to participate in the event because they thought I would make video to mock them or to laugh at them, but no, there's no point. Yes, there's combat. If it's good footage, doesn't matter who we're fighting against. If it's worth sharing, I'll share it. Even if I get burned or I burn the enemy, it doesn't matter. It's all good. Like, either you win or lose. If it's good footage, it's worth sharing. Yep, and this guy, this is a strong base, but we have many, we have a lot of firepower. He will disappear quite fast. And now I'm doing I'm pulling security, making sure that no one is will try to attack the howitzer. Sending those 3 heavy tanks, super heavy tanks, sorry, may not be a good idea. Will he get away? I don't think so. Boom. So our friend here, Gam, he's in trouble. He's under a lot of pressure. He's surrounded and we have to do something because he's a good guy. We don't want to lose him. His base is pretty decent. And that guy here, he went do or die. So he's almost out of troops inside his base. He's at 109 million power. We will unleash the fury. All move, so everyone comes. So let's bring some fighter cover. High open fire on this base. Everyone's gonna follow. Let's do this. Yes, sir. So we saved that guy. Awesome. Awesome. Good work. Good teamwork. I'll try to position this base. You will understand why. This is an excellent spot just before or after the bridge. Oops. So that guy didn't realize, or maybe he's away from the game, because I've seen a few trucks, well, at least one truck, his truck, and a few troops just wandering by. Yeah, don't you hate it when you try to base, somebody comes, blocks you, now you have to try to find a spot.
Commander, our garrison will defend us.
as you can see, there is many bases the other side of the bridge. So they try to cross the bridge and build up. That will not happen. I think eventually they did it, but we took control after. They don't give up quite easy. I'm gonna say that. Many alliances, it's not to brag, but it's just stating a fact. Many alliances, they avoid us, or they rather pick a weaker alliance, maybe during combat drill, to produce more points, and that's all right. But these guys, they don't care. They will try. They will attack. Just taking a look of what may what will happen if they cross that bridge. And when I see units like that without protection, this is a perfect target for the Vanguard and Russian bomber, because they track targets. They're really effective, especially against artillery. You see, boom, one shot. And this is probably with the officer critical, the Brisk Eagle, her critical strike.
Heading home.
And as soon as you hear the cue, heading home, you press the arrow, so you're playing as soon as the bomb drop, you go back to base.
Flyby requested.
So it doesn't hover around and get shot.
Roger.
So those two weaker fighters, I'm gonna try to dismantle them.
Time to train.
The idea is to attack one aircraft at once, but the landscape doesn't let me. So I'm gonna attack both. That light tank won't be able to deal enough damage to my airplane. They're good defense, but only one is not gonna cut it. So I almost shut down one fighter.
We have a flyby requested. Good luck. Good luck.
Why I bring a fighter with a bomber? Because that fighter also got the Heaven Savior officer, which give a 15% buff within 5 map grids and reduce anti-aircraft defense.
I need help. I am ready. I need help.
That's it. One last shot. He's almost gone. I'm not gonna waste any more time.
I am ready.
That's it. Go back.
We have a mission to undertake.
Yeah, those bomber, they are really annoying. Yeah, I mean, you enjoy destroying units with them, but when you're on the receiving end, it's quite frustrating because there's nothing you can do if you don't have fighter support. No matter what you do, that bomber never miss. So you can pull all your best move, you will burn. There's no escape.
Absolutely.
That is why when you're on the move, you have to travel a good distance, and you don't want to remove your troops make sure you deploy your fighter. Make sure you have a fighter covering your ground troops, your ground force, because you are an extremely easy target. It's very easy to do, but very few do it. In Moscow, it's a must. I mean, there's so many enemies around, and you never know if someone is bored enough to keep an eye on the map and snipe you.
Ready to bomb. Ready to bomb. Ready to bomb. Flyby requested.
The enemy is building up defense on the bridge. They think we will try to cross the bridge, and they are right. Bridge battles are fun. I made a video, I think I have 2 videos in Moscow about bridge battles. If you didn't see them, go check them out. They're really intense. It's kind of a... It's fun because the killing potential is quite high, but you're restricted in your movements. If you have troops behind you, forget about retreating. If you get caught, then you lose all your troops. That's the deal. Remember the combat drill a few months ago? It was almost impossible to obtain, to claim the Warlord medal. Now it's too easy. I think they should balance it a bit. When it's too easy, I mean, there's no fun. Yeah, you get the rewards, but I mean, there's no challenge.
I'm ready.
I'm trying to find a target. You want to avoid bases because their anti-aircraft defense is quite dangerous. It's quite strong, should I say?
Different kettles of fish. You can't make bricks without straw. Glorious steel, tempered to perfection. I'm ready.
Yeah, so basically what I'm doing is, if you're playing on this battlefield with us, you'll notice that S7 Immortal Rebels, they are allied with us. They're not allied in the battle, in the event, but they asked us a fair chance to reach the Kremlin, so we kind of give them a break until we realized that they were burning our allies and we couldn't do anything about it. So what we did is we cut them a break, then we ended the deal. They were quite upset, but I mean, I've said it many times, once again,
Working on it.
there's 8 teams, 8 alliances in each theater of conquest. The best way to have the most fun is to do a 4 versus 4. And that's what it is. So now it's 5 versus 3, but not really, since we were friends with server 7 to cut them a break. But then that deal was not in our favor in the end, because they were paving the way to their allies, which are our enemies. Now this is interesting. Pay attention to my artillery right there. Okay? So I'm gonna engage targets that I know won't fire back at me, like slow tanks. I make sure I have some armor as cover, especially for that situation. Okay, so I have my heavy and medium. And don't forget the fighter plane to repel any bombing attempt. Now I go back to that super heavy. I'm gonna engage. Now you see this gauge right there, okay? It's half full, meaning that the officer skill will be released in 2 seconds. Boom, like that. So this is enough. The officer skill is enough to completely destroy another artillery. So even if I'm at firing distance, so you see, I'm gonna engage him. He's gonna run away. Bad move, because he cannot fire on the move. Now I'm almost full. I'm gonna engage that artillery right there. 1, boom, gone. Yeah, some artillery fire at me, but I still managed to escape and avoid being completely destroyed. Now I'm ready for my officer skill charge. See, gonna unleash it. Too bad. It's you kind of run away. So you see, 4, 3, 2, 1 with the officer skill. Bang, gone. If you do not understand that concept with the reload timing and the officer skill, you won't be as good with the artillery. That's the key, to do a one-shot attack and annihilate. And this guy right there is really good with the rocket shot. He knows what he's doing. So I'll go for that super heavy, or that anti-tank. No, that anti-tank. There you go, gone. You try to keep a safe distance. I was lucky I could go back, I could retreat. The artillery up close against armor, bad idea, especially fast armor. I'm gonna go for that super heavy again. Right, this guy. If you have, if you can't see what I'm doing, that's perfectly normal. Sometimes I don't know how I survive. because you lose strike. There's so many things going on. You just hope that you're gonna make it. And for a reason or a miracle, the game is not lagging. It's pretty smooth. I know you guys have been complaining about the lag, but this time I guess the game god are behind me. Yeah, my medium is getting punished badly. But my artillery is doing a fine job, don't you think, so far? Even if it's partially burned. I think I got quite a few. Yeah, quite a few targets. Yep, good points. Now that somebody attacked that base, I don't know if he did a mistake, but that base will just clean us up. That was a really, really bad move. That kind of stopped our momentum. So I still have my heavy tank. I'm gonna go for this anti-tank gun. Because why not? Heavy against light. Who wins? Heavy. Hands down. Not even a contest. He was not wise to pick his target. I mean, there was no point for a light tank to attack a heavy or even a medium. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to switch officer. I'm going to put my strongest officer on the already trained unit, so I don't have to wait to retrain my preferred howitzer, the Liberty howitzer that I usually use with that officer pairing. The difference between Martyr's Watch howitzer and Liberty howitzer, there's not much. The Martyr's Watch howitzer is end the game crash, I think. Yep. So what I wanted to say is the difference between the Martyr's Watch howitzer and the Liberty howitzer. The Liberty howitzer is rolls faster, reload faster, and does more damage to structure. It is also weaker than Martyr's Watch howitzer, and Martyr's Watch howitzer deals more damage to units rather than building. So if you're hesitating between the two, and your style is more on the battlefield, then either go Martyr's Watch or even the Katyusha, the rocket truck, which is insane now. I made a video about that. Go check it out. If you like to fight in the battlefield, assemble a 7.2 stars rocket truck. They are great. Guys, that's it for the video. I hope you enjoy the footage. There will be more footage and also more guides or tricks I'm working on right now. This Moscow event is taking a lot of my time, so I'll try to squeeze a moment of my time to produce more content for you guys. That's it. I hope you enjoyed the video. I catch you soon. Have a good week.